everybody. Welcome back to Talk with Nia. So let's get into some things today. So Neo and his ex-wife has finalized their divorce. Now, let me break it down for you how this is going to work out, okay? Because Crystal is going to be getting some coin. Now, Neo is going to keep 3 of their 4 homes and the Bentley, but he has to pay Crystal $1.6 million lump sum to balance out the division of their real estate holdings, and she's going to keep 1 of their Georgia homes. Plus, old girl is going to get $20,000 in moving expenses. Now, Neo also will be giving her $150,000 to buy a new car since he is going to be keeping that Bentley I just said. And he will also pay her $12,000 per month in child support for their 3 kids. He will also be covering the kids' expenses, and he has to give $5,000 per month in alimony for 3 years. So they both are going to have joint custody of the kids and have agreed to not have any other partners around the kids unless they are engaged or married or get permission from each other. So we got another divorce, y'all. I know we talked about Tia. We talked about DJ Mustard and his girl Chanel. We've been talking about it. The couples have been breaking up, okay? And people have been getting to that child support bag. Now, let's move on. So, Missy Elliot is nominated for the Rock Hall of Fame. Missy Elliot and A Tribe Called Quest are nominated. And Missy went on social media sharing her excitement by saying, "To all of my supporters who have walked through the years with me in my career, I thank you." And there's a link to vote. So make sure you guys go on Missy Elliott's Instagram page and click on her story and you'll see the link. I actually just took a couple of seconds of my day to go vote for her. All right, make sure y'all go vote. Now let's move on. So the prices on the Beyonce tour tickets are being talked about, okay? So are y'all spending a bag to go see Beyonce? Now StubHub is already selling the tickets and the prices are easily over $2,000. But let's see when the actual prices come out on her site. Okay, let's see what is really going to be giving, all right? Because I would love to go, but I just don't know. I mean, if y'all don't want to pay all that money to see Beyonce, Lil Wayne, I talked about this yesterday. Lil Wayne's having a concert. I'm sure it ain't going to be as much as Beyonce, so y'all go see Lil Wayne. But speaking of shows, also, the girl group Flow will be having a U.S. headline tour, and the pre-sales are out, and it'll take place in April. So y'all can go see them too. So are y'all going to go see Flow? I mean, I feel like I want to go to a concert this year. I'm going to have to see who I can go out there and see, all right? I just don't know if I got that Beyonce coin, all right? She going to want like 2 or 3 rent payments. So let's move on. Now, Danity Kane member Dawn. Y'all remember Danity Kane, which was a girl group that basically was created on the hit TV show Making the Band, which came out ages ago, but I was obsessed with the Making the Band shows. It was amazing, okay? I watched all of the seasons, the girl group, the boy group, and the rap group, okay? Now, Danity Kane had a lot of success. I loved their songs, but they just fell apart. And it pisses a lot of fans off because I feel like they just had so much more to give us. Like I feel like they had so much more to give us. But apparently Dawn did an interview talking about how Bad Boy mishandled the group and how they expected low sales for the group. And Diddy was focused more on the money from the show. They really didn't believe that they were going to be big. Let me play you what she said.
Back together is like a bad marriage.
But let me tell you, that's some real but listen, our label didn't believe in us. We were a show. Like, when Puff saw money, like he saw ratings, and MTV was that was what the money was. Danity Kane was just a concept of something bigger, right? He had no clue we were gonna be that big. I'll tell you, when we first came out, they said only do 100,000 copies because they're not gonna sell more than Cassie. That's what they told us when the first album came out. We sold 100,000 in a day, and they had to figure out how to get more units in by the time the week, and they barely got it, and we wound up selling 230,000 copies, and we could have sold more. We were in the Guinness Book of Records forever.
Y'all were limited because they didn't have enough product.
They didn't believe in it. They didn't think we would. They didn't think we would sell. They had no clue we would be that big. And then we got out there, and when we toured, they wouldn't give us any money, so we were sewing our costumes from Forever 21.
No, who wouldn't give you any money?
The label.
The label. Which label was that?
We were on Bad Boy. Yeah, we were on
Bad Boy Universal?
Yeah. We were Bad Boy Atlantic. And it wasn't like it's just the truth that Puff really, he saw the money in the show. And then when they realized how massive it was,
caught him off guard.
they were like, oh, okay, yeah, let's figure this
So
out.
he was more interested in the television version. Of
Yeah,
Band Aid
he was making
than
that making
than
the
singing
band was
group of Band
huge.
Aid.
Exactly.
The TV rights and the
He
sync
owned it.
rights
He owned
and
it.
the
He owned all
music
of
they
it.
were creating
He
was
owned all of it. He owned all of it. So for him,
So I found this very interesting that they didn't really have the funds really ready for that group to really push them as a real group, you know. And then they really could have sold even more albums, but they didn't even have enough copies printed out because they didn't think they were going to sell. And we fell in love with Danity Kane. Okay, if you were a fan, comment down below. We fell in love with them. And then the group broke up. Diddy fired 2 members of the group, 2 or 3 of them. And then, you know, Dawn went and became part of Dirty Money, and it was a mess. And then they tried to get back together, not all of the members, but that fell through as well. I really wish that they maybe could have been signed to somebody else. I don't know, but I feel like they had so much more to give us. Now, let's move on. So, speaking of performances, we know that we have Rihanna coming up for the Super Bowl. All right, and it's right around the corner. I can't wait to see what song she performs. Do y'all want to see her perform her recent song, Lift Me Up, or not? What do y'all think? Comment down below. But let me talk about Saweetie, because Saweetie announces that she is set to perform an official Super Bowl concert within Roblox. It's a free virtual concert that takes place in Rhythm City on Roblox on February 10th. So, will y'all be checking that out? Honestly, this kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, huh? Super Bowl? But then I realized that it's with Roblox. So, honestly, when it comes to Saweetie, I don't know how much of her rap career she really has left in her. Of course, I would love to see her be a top 10 on Billboard, hit record, a rap song. You know, I would love to see a lot of success for Saweetie, but I just don't know if that's going to be like her best path. I'm not sure, so we'll have to see. Now, let's get into the Grammy predictions. So the Hits Daily Double is predicting that Renaissance will get the Album of the Year. Mooney Long will get Best New Artist. The Heart Part 5 will get Record of the Year. And All Too Well will get Song of the Year. Now, it's also out there that Beyonce, Adele, and Taylor Swift will be attending the Grammys. I mean, there's so much going on. We have to see who really is going to show up. Okay, we have to see. Now, LA Times has their own predictions, and they're actually predicting that Adele's song Easy on Me is going to get Song of the Year. So we shall see who takes home what. What are your predictions? Now, lastly, I wanted to wrap this up with SZA. So SZA is still dominating. Her song Good Days has now surpassed 700 million streams on Spotify, and it's SZA's first song, her first solo song, to actually achieve this. So congratulations to SZA. She killed it. I hope in 2024 she gets so much recognition and awards, okay, for this album. All right, I mean, I want her to get a Grammy. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.